Hello everybody and welcome to an impromptu Let's Play. We're going to explore DCS world and especially the F-14. So I just downloaded this and as our expanding coverage of modern wargaming in all formats, I thought we'd take a look at one of my favorite things to do, and that's combat aviation. So I have not really played this game before. I just downloaded it over the weekend. I've been messing around with it trying to coordinate a joystick and Skoback. Welcome. So I'm going to do the intro on a cold start as a pilot of an F-14, my favorite naval combat aircraft, and we will get started and go from there. So let's go ahead and start this mission. We're loaded up here. And I apologize for the impromptu-ness of this. We're on our summer break here at the SitRep podcast. We'll be producing new content regularly starting in July after the American Independence Day celebrations. So be looking for that. And I know Jim and I did a live stream over the past weekend of Valor and Victory in Vietnam, and I got to play U.S. Special Forces fighting against the NVA on the Ho Chi Minh Trail somewhere by the Laos-Cambodian border, and it was a very, very close game. I won by 1 victory point. So it was a really great game. Jim does an amazing job on his maps and tokens. So we are going to be doing a cold start from an F-14B model. No known threats at this time. As you can see, the temperature and cloud cover, so all your navigation. And this is an F-14 Indoctrined from the USS Stennis. So I thought we would take off from a regular airport, but it looks like we're going to take off from the Stennis. There she is. And there's an E-2 getting ready for takeoff. That's the Navy aircraft carrier air combat control aircraft, or early warning aircraft. It's going to be taking off from
Good morning, pilot. I'd like to welcome you to this first lesson in your F-14 familiarization package. In this lesson, we will go through the checklist to start up the F-14 from the perspective of the pilot. A prerequisite of this lesson is familiarity with the controls and indicators of the pilot cockpit, which you should have gained from studying the aircraft manual.
Flight deck.
As you might know, the F-14 has a pneumatic engine startup system, and as it also lacks an APU, we have to order the plane captain to connect the starter air. We also have to order him to hook up the ground power. Do this via the radio menu under category Ground Crew. Please do this now and then press spacebar to continue.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Oh, that's cool. I like the interaction.
Ground power is now on.
I can see some of the gauges started spinning up when the power was initiated. All right, what's next there, boss? resume it because I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, the egg started. Might be something in the instructions. Master caution light. Yo, brother. Come back. You're supposed to be teaching me. Hello, there's the carrier. Alright. It's the briefing. Let's try it again. Not sure what's going on with this instructor. Let me see if there's this control button for instructor. Just controls. Comms. Communication menu. Yeah, we know that. Flight, mission. Okay, well, none of that helps. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and restart this mission just because I must have not done something properly, but we'll try it again. It shouldn't take me too long. How's everybody today? Hope everybody's having a good time. Twitch went to a network error screen. Son of a biscuit. What is going on with Twitch tonight? Twitch is having a fit. Alright, so tutorial on cold start. Battle group armor. Which battle group are you working on?
Good morning, pilot. I'd like to welcome you to this first lesson in your F-14 familiarization package. In this lesson, we will go through the checklist to start up the F-14 from the perspective of the pilot. A prerequisite of this lesson is familiarity with the controls and indicators of the pilot cockpit, which you should have gained from studying the aircraft manual.
British mechanized. Excellent.
As you might know, the F-14 has a pneumatic engine startup system. And as it also lacks an APU, we have to order the plane captain to connect the starter air. We also have to order him to hook up the ground power. Do this via the radio menu under category Ground Crew.
Chief, turn on the ground
Please
power.
do this now and then press spacebar to continue.
Copy.
Fates.
Ground power is now on.
F5. Connect.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy.
Alright.
Ground air supply is
Now,
now
switch on
connected.
the oxygen to your mask. The next step is to verify that the wings are in oversweep. Check the wings visually and verify that the emergency wing sweep handle is in the oversweep position, which is the farthest back position. The over flag should also be visible on the wing sweep indicator. Press spacebar to continue.
It says click hop out. Check the wings visually and verify. Alright, so we're gonna look at the wings. Make sure they're out. Okay, get mine. Nope, they are not out. Oh, they are in oversweep. That's the emergency wing sweep handle. So
Now it's time to verify ICS functionality for communication with Rio and ground crew. To allow communication with the ground crew with the canopy closed later on, set ICS to hot mic. Ask Jester to initiate the non-assisted startup using the Jester communication wheel. The first step on his list will be to check communication. Respond that you can hear him using the Jester communication wheel. Also check that the landing gear position indicator indicates all down and that the transition light is off. Jester will now also start to initiate systems in the back cockpit and will eventually tell you to arm your ejection seat. Do not respond to that yet. Press the spacebar when done.
A, 3.
Roger.
Ah, that's cool. Alright, you can hear it. Just read it.
ICS comm check.
A.
Okay.
Also check the landing gear position indicator is all down and the transition lights are off. Alright. So, just here.
On the ejection seat.
Landing gear are in the down position. Okay. Back out.
Check warning lights by pulling up the master test switch, move it to the LTS position, and then push it in. The master test switch is pulled up with a right click, moved clockwise with a left click, and then pushed in again with another right click. Verify that all warning, caution, and advisory lights illuminate. Coordinate with Rio to check his lights. Use this function to also set the brightness of the ACM panel and the indexer lights. These controls are located on the master light panel. Press spacebar when ready.
Alright, so verify all warning, caution, advisory lights illuminate. Coordinate with Rio to check these lights. Use this function to set the brightness of the ACM panel and the index lights. Okay. So, master test, right click. And then a left click. And push in again with another right click. Alright. Okay, left. Alright, everything's lit. Okay. Set. Let's talk to Jester. Set. So we, oops. Wrong thing. Reset. Okay. That. Okay. Spacebar.
Now lift the master test switch and move it to the fire detection and extinguishing position and press in. Check that the left and right fire light below the ACM illuminates and that the go light on the master test panel also illuminates. Press spacebar when ready.
Okay, check the left and right fire lights below the ACM. Illuminates and then the go light on the master test bar. Test panel also illuminates. Wow, it's kind of... You don't see it, right? Okay.
Finally, lift and switch the master test switch to the instrument position and push it down to check the flight instruments. Verify that RPM reads 96%, EGT reads 960 degrees Celsius, Fuel flow reads 10,500 pounds per hour. AOA indicates 18 plus or minus 5. Wing sweep indicates 45 degrees plus or minus 2.5 degrees. Fuel quantity reads 2,000 plus or minus 200 pounds. Oxygen quantity reads 2 liters. Left and right fuel flow lights illuminates. Jester should now also confirm that his indicator displays the same fuel quantity. The left and right stall warning lights will also flash during this test. Press spacebar when ready.
I believe that's instruments. Zoom back out. Flow. Yep. Oxygen quantity is 2 liters. Okay.
Set the master test switch to off.
Master.
Arm the ejection seat using left shift plus E. Jester should have already told you to do so, and he will continue his startup now. Once you've armed the seat, Jester will close the canopy and warn you about it. Recommend you tuck those fingers under your pits. Press the spacebar to continue.
Alright, so master off. I think that's the off there. Left shift E. Zoom back out. Left shift E.
Closing canopy. Check.
Jester. Jester is my Rio.
Okay, ready to start.
Alright. So far, so good.
Now, check and set the following on the ACM panel. Gun rate to desired. Sidewinder cool to off. Missile prep to off. Missile mode to norm.
Okay.
Also verify that the station loading windows correspond to loaded armaments. Press spacebar when ready.
Alright, so gun rate to desired. Cool to off. Missile prep off. Missile mode to norm. Let me zoom in there because I can see, yep, see it better. Alright. Also verify the station windows correspond to loaded armament. That's the master test switch. It's in on position. Unless it's got a window for that. Check. DCS switch instruments off. I think we're good. Back up. Scanning. Norm. Off.
Verify that the emergency stores jettison push button light is out, and that the ladder light is also out.
The light is out.
Press spacebar when ready.
That is out. Zoom down here because I think I'm missing something. Jettison stores. Still get a master switch light. Okay.
Wait for Jester to confirm he's ready to start the engines if he has not already done so. Confirm that the air source switch is set to off. Also, set the hydraulic transfer pump switch to off. Press spacebar to continue.
It's kind of hard to see these gate instruments from here. Okay, so hydraulic guard must be up.
Now, move the emergency flight hydraulics switch to low. Check that the on flag is visible in the emergency flight low hydraulic pressure window. Also verify control over horizontal and rudder control surfaces on the surface position indicator. Press spacebar when done.
Alright. We're in low. Also verify the control horizontal and rudder surface on the surface position indicator. Hydraulic pressure. Good there. Out. Stay there. Get that master switch. Maybe I don't have it in the right position. All the lights. Fire detent, instruments, pushing jet. That's off. Okay. That's in low. Everything looks good there. Check out.
Next, move the emergency flight hydraulic switch to high.
Okay.
Check that the on flag is present in the emergency flight high hydraulic pressure window. Re-verify control over the control surfaces on the surface position indicator. Deflection rate should be higher than in low. Press spacebar when done.
Alright. Flag is on. I see it on high. You're good. Verify control indicator. Okay. Back. Alright.
Move the emergency flight hydraulic switch to auto, low. It is now time to start the engines. The engine crank switch is automatically held in position when moved to the left or right engine position. It will disengage automatically at 50% engine RPM. When the engine RPM reaches 20%, check for oil and hydraulic pressure and that the start valve caution light illuminates. When at 20%, move the selected engine throttle to idle to actuate the ignition system and fuel flow. Engine light off should occur within 5 to 15 seconds. EGT temperature should peak around 40 to 50% and not exceed 890 degrees Celsius, which would constitute a hot start. If the engine crank switch doesn't return to center after 50% RPM, set it to off manually before 60% RPM. If the start valve caution light stays on, tell the plane captain to disconnect the starter air. Now, right-click to switch the engine crank switch to right for right engine, and when at 20%, move the right throttle to idle.
Okay, so right-click the engine brake switch. Switches right.